Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 53 to Mike, 53.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray on the screen. This is Coleman. Murray only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. 57, Mike 57. Hey, get in the way, man. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. Yo.
From the gun, Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray, and his throw is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now it's Penny. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders.
Hurts pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Down right around the 25. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Javon Kinlaw with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Eagles 10, 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
At the 34-yard line.
They're running it. 57 to Mike. 57. He's coming. Double up.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
57's Mike. Mike 57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 31. Check 31. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Kill. 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 Kill.
On second down now. It's Coleman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's put him on the buses.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
On the tackle.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. First down, defense. Let's go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Complete to Miles Sanders.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57, Mike, 57. Rip left, rip left.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Now they go screen, it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. First down, Murray drops it off for Coleman. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set them back 5. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Murray again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
A final shot before half from Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
Hurts. They're able to locate Wilson.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rolling to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw again. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
49ers.
A 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They begin with a quick throw out left.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
59 mark, check, 59. Watch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray steps away to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
20-yard line.
Check it out, Reed.
This is Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Under 10, 10.
2nd down and goal. Murray, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Patterson on the carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The handoff.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
On second and goal, here's the option.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Eagles 24. 49ers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let him know. 36.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And this is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
On second down, it's Coleman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, pick your game up. 59 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
At the 8-yard line.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
49ers 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with you.
He's got daylight past the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Watch the play. Watch the play. Watch the play. Watch the play. Watch the play.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 27, 49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st down, Eagles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 48-yard line. Here
comes Sanders on the toss right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Is third down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Today's final score, Eagles.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Philadelphia, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.